Hello. It is New Year's Day. It is the 1st of January, and I thought I would make a video of me making my breakfast. I'm gonna cook all this stuff, which is a lot of stuff. I'm making toast, oatmeal, and I was gonna make tofu scramble, but I actually took out the tofu I was gonna use, and it had gone bad. You could smell it on it. So I just cut off the outside pieces and I washed it. So I'm still going to use it, but that means I have like very, very little to choose from here. So I went ahead and thawed some of the garbanzo beans that I cook in bulk, and I have like 1 million of them. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put some olive oil in the pan. First thing, onions and garlic, of course. You would have started the same way if I was doing a tofu scramble. You basically do your onions and garlic, add your tofu, and then everything else. If I'm also adding mushrooms, and like the liquid that comes off of mushrooms, I don't really like. So I always cook them one of the first things. In fact, I'm going to do that now before any of this even, because that mushroom juice, I can't deal with it. I could. I don't want to. That sizzle. Perfect. We're going to start releasing their liquid. Like, they're already kind of wilted fairly soon, which is good. Kind of a small onion, but that's good because I literally thought I was going to be cooking with this much tofu, like less than a handful. It was just left over from another recipe, and I was like, I need to use that before it goes bad. And I didn't think that fast enough because it had already started. You can tell it's bad because as soon as I opened the bag, it smelled sweet inside the bag. And it shouldn't really smell like anything. Tofu is very plain on its own, so it shouldn't have smelled like literally anything. I would usually use more garlic than this as well, but like I said, I thought I was making this a small little scramble. It is going to be small, but now it's going to be more kind of just a vegetable stir fry. I mean, not even stir fry. It's going to be like just pan fried veggies with some beans and a little bit of tofu. And I'm going to add all my like eggy mixture as well, just like normal. I've almost never worked from a recipe, so winging it is good and fine and normal. Alright, now you wait for your onions to wilt while you chop everything else up. I usually don't add broccoli to my veggie scrambles or my egg tofu scrambles, but I just wanted a little bit more green in the pan. I don't know, I try to have vegetables at the center of every meal. You know, sometimes harder than you'd think. You're just like, oh, I just want a sandwich, but oh, I can add tomato and arugula to that, and now it's going to be super vegetable-y. If you're a super spicy person, you can save the seeds. I'm not a very spicy person. I prefer taste over fire. Too much vegetables, damn it. No, I'm just kidding. False. Cannot have too many vegetables. I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic. Alright, I'm actually throwing my broccoli in now with the garlic. And just not stir it so the garlic's on the bottom and the broccoli that I just threw in gets a little bit steamed by sitting on top of everything else. This knife is so sharp, it's great. I was actually thinking I wanted a veggie sausage, but I didn't want to go to the store, and I have all these delicious veggies anyway, so Why would you need a veggie sausage? My question. That is my question. Whenever I'm adding things to a recipe, I always try to add like somewhat the same amount of things. So the veggies and kind of the same amount of the broccoli. My beans. Tofu. Moment. And right now it looks like feta. Salt. But not too much because I want to add this eggy salt. Kala Namak, black salt, or Himalayan black salt. It has a smell like sulfur, which makes it a little bit more eggy. Typically, in Veggie Scramble, you put your garlic powder and onion powder. That's like two of the main things. I'm just going to do a little bit because there's already onion and garlic in here. Another big ingredient is turmeric. Man, what? All my spices are like almost gone. I feel like there's a spice thief. Little bit of curry powder. This one's medium spice, so it's mixed slightly with chili. You know what? I'm gonna add a little bit of dill too, because I usually add dill to my scrambles, and even with all these other veggies in there, I think it'll go well. I also never taste test when I'm actually cooking because I hate overly hot food. Like the opportunity of burning your mouth, I am like terrified of. Yeah, I mean you can see a little bit yellow because of the turmeric and the curry. At least the tofu does look like that. And then you're just gonna let it cook down a little bit. Could cover it, but I'm not going to. While that is doing its thing, I'm gonna do my oatmeal. This is pretty much what I eat every single day. I don't usually make scramble every single day. You get a bowl. I'm gonna use, these are actually pretty big bananas. So I'd only use one, but since they're almost bad, I'm using two. And you mash them up. Yeah, just a kind of a goo. This would be way too banana-y for me to eat right now. So cover it in lemon juice. 1, because lemon juice is good for you. 2, I mean, it enhances flavors, but to me it kind of alters the flavor of the banana already. So you make a little lemon banana slop. I know. Sounds really good. I add a little bit of oil. This is actually flax oil mixed with, what else? Coconut oil. You know. I'm not against oil. I think oil is great. And fat is a part of healthy diet. You need your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. If you don't have that, then in my opinion, you're not living a healthy lifestyle. But it's also kind of not an opinion. It's just the way that humans' physiology works. You need certain things in your life. Flaxseed milled. I don't know, tablespoon or so. Oats. These are Scottish oats. In England, they're called porridge oats or Scottish oats. And you just carefully measure / eyeball. Mix it up. Mix the wet with the dry. I'm going to give this a stir, actually. It's doing great. No need to... I mean, it's on such a low heat. It's not going to burn the bottom. There's so much liquid from the tofu and the tomato. I mean, it's fine to just let it do its thing on low heat. Cook down a little bit. Unsweetened almond milk, but still, like the creaminess of it, I just think it makes it taste better. I usually would add oranges on top of this, but I'm just going to add some cinnamon because I have all this other food. I don't need to try that much harder. That, mix it in, and that's going to do it for the porridge. So yeah, I don't even know how long that took me, maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Like, especially talking, like I could make this in like 3 minutes every morning, and it's super good for you. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to add my Kala Namak black salt to this because it's pretty much done. Yeah, you can already smell it. It smells like sulfur, kind of like a boiled egg. Which is why a lot of vegans use it when they're making scrambled tofu and eggy sandwiches and all this stuff. The finished product. Looks good to me. Alright. One more thing. Just because this bread is also going to go bad, I'm going to make a toast. A single toast. I also have this Fig Conserve. Figs, bananas, what is it else? Raisins. They're all really calorically dense. So you can build a meal off of like figs and bananas, and you're gonna get a lot of calories and be well energized, as opposed to like, I don't know, raspberries or something else you could start your breakfast with. Oh yeah, I have coffee too. I pressed that half an hour ago, and there is no doubt in my mind that it is still just as good. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes people say it goes bitter, but coffee's bitter already. Ooh. Ooh. See, I actually really like dark toast. You know, carbon. Get some carbon in your diet. I'm not afraid. Oh wait, I brought out my butter too. This is also just sunflower butter. Super cheap from the store. Top it like that. Then get your Fig Conserve like a pro. Eating like a magician of flavors. Ooh, that's yummy. Okay, just tell me how you think that looks. To me, it looks pretty fucking good. Eat it all. Definitely tasting that black salt. And even, you know, it tastes a little bit like egg. The salt. I like it a lot. Taste the pepper a lot too. Put a lot of pepper in there. Alright. Happy New Year. Peace out.